Zoomi's prayers, glorious within. There is an unconsciousness of men that touches the sublimest genius. It is sometimes when we do not know what we are doing that we are doing most. Such is the spiritual nature implanted in all men. Men are generally in a cold blood, even thinking themselves to be insane. Yet we are filled with the very fire and life of heaven. This, for that the place we are meant to be is heaven, and not simply a foretaste, but are the hidden recesses of every man. All men think and say to themselves, I am thus and so, of deeper things which are unseen. The prophets of old did not know they were prophesying. Their words were as strange to themselves as to those who listened to them. In some similar manner, we have the language and thought of Adam, the Son of God, and of him who came to bring to fullness the human birthright. He is Messiah. We are in doubt as to why and how the world lives so confusedly, with mixtures of good and evil. The Lord high God will consume all possible glory. Thus, in eternity, you conceived and decreed that the two eternal natures of the Son of God, one too high to see, the other of your humanity, should be made known to a fullness of your glory. There is only one man able to see the full glory of God. Thus was he made manifest to a peculiar people, begotten to this nature and made known to us, thus to live among us, thus to perfect this nature by human suffering of body, mind, and soul. When we say we shall see and be like you, it is this process, begun on earth, brought consummate in heaven. A mystery was born among us, a glorious communion of men of one body, attached to you as head of all, gleaming, burning, bursting at every point, the bride not conscious of her own beauty. We, your bride, are the daughters of a king. In us two aspects, within and without. Within, all glorious, without, covered with wrought gold. We are a magnificent congruity, a spiritual miracle not yet living its transfiguration to one essence of being. There is in us not one shadow of darkness, though the darkness without does penetrate us. This to effect, for the shadows which entered the world before men came to be, had already in pride downfallen before you. They were created so high as to suppose they might reach your heights, just as we all have done. Gods to our own lives, gods to our own inner person. It was this which must be broken. The fallen host was given no other chance, theirs eternal perdition. To us is given redemption. It is your will that all men be saved. Jesus did not come as an angel to save angels. You came as a man. When we consider those around, we see many who care not for anything of you. These shall remain in their outer self, not drawn up to your divine person. Men, by our own devices, came to be something other than what you are, straying very far from meekness, humility, service, and love. Our own impulses made us angry and bitter, selfish and uncaring of others. It was left to Messiah to appear and be made known, the unsupposed nature of God. While we toil our way to some limited identity of you, our spirit is taken away, and enters us the Spirit of Christ to dwell. He, having lived the human life in your person, the Lord is that Spirit, causes our spirit to begin to live the heavenly life. The King shall have his bride to perfection, first of soul, then of a suffered identity of Jesus of Nazareth, the man whom Adam and we all were to be like unto. And we shall be. The church of the living Christ is without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, a glorious church, glorious within. And why? Because of a conscious realization of the divine presence, Having suffered with you, you made within us a perfection of us, a likeness to you. Amen.